if everybody tries, obviously we all know the bigger picture is that, there is a pitch to be built with governments and with companies like ourselves.
I really feel that now we are all aligned in production, and we work very, very actively to improve our environmental impact.
When we see the transition happening in the factory, the respect and recognition Decathlon has among the workers, the factory management, it is something to be really proud of, Nia.
In fact, eco-design is an approach which consists to reduce the environmental impact over the entire life cycle of the product while preserving its quality of use.
60% by 2023. So this is in line for us to be with our 60% of eco-design target by 2023.
Only 50% of our products are MII. So how are we ensuring the other 50%, or maybe I can say 100% of our products will be zero single-use plastic packaging, considering imports as well?
Exploring a lot of options on clean mobility for our product transport.
We recruit deserving candidates into the program, and we try and build their professional skills during their internship period with Decathlon.
I'm going to ask you for two promises. One is that we'll commit to a KPI, SD KPI. You will be, and the other one is make sure that when you go back, you will ensure that there's a lot of communication. You had Asif and Lucy talking about how we could communicate all these actions to our customers.
Today, out of the 6 million bikes we produce, about 1 million bikes have their free wheels. They are a component supplier for cycling. So almost 20% of the bikes we sell in Decathlon global network, we have the Spark Wheel free wheels coming from this company.
Today we have 8 partners in India. We succeed to validate during the last 3 years 7 partners new. These partners, they are producing 60% of our global turnover, which is 3,000 crores business that we are doing in India. 25% of this 3,000 crores is for India retail and 75% for export. Our target in next 2 years is to have 10 partners.
How will Made in India strategy improve India's profitability?
Today there are 3 different things on which the Made in India strategy helps. Right away we cut custom duties impact. Secondly, exchange rate brings a lot of changes. On an average in a season for SS, let's say we gain close to about or lose close to about 3 to 5 crores depending on the market that we have. The third thing is, like how Nabil explained before, if you are closer to the place where you sell, you have a lot of agility, a lot of flexibility, and the ability to replenish your goods is faster, or even to maintain an optimum level of stock at warehouses and at our store is quite good.
In the last 2 days, with the Planet and Profit sessions that we had, you must have seen, and been inspired by the scale of initiatives, and their impact. And if you did notice, one of the common thread among all of this is us, we the people. I'm sure in Decathlon, our teammates are at the core. And I believe we are first a people company.
Our new purpose of the company is to be useful to the people and their planet. When we say human for human, it is to say that teammates are our objective.
From this pandemic, if there is anything that I have learned, along with many other things that I've seen, is that for any business to survive, I think it's most important for us to be adaptable or agile.
Personally, during this pandemic time, starting from the lockdown in the March, I really felt that this external solidarity will be important in future and today as well, what we are already living with that.
And I think all the individual stories that we've heard, it really reinforces a lot that culture, eat strategy for breakfast, which a famous leader said many years ago. I love the examples that you've all given. A few people asking me why am I getting up to follow this morning, and what's the agenda and what's the structure, and I said, well, there's no real agenda. People are just sharing best practices, and I think it's part of our culture. First thing before I start is a big well done and a thanks for all the efforts over the summer. It's a new normal and you've adapted amazingly well with the smile on your face. Obviously, it's a difficult time personally and professionally for many of you as you work together for the Leaders Meet and we work on a good challenge with an idea of people, planet and profit. And using a little bit of the inspirations you saw last week, so that we obviously want to maintain the business and save the business, but we want to project forward and dream a little bit for 2021.
Our mission obviously remains the same: is to inspire 1.3 billion Indians to play sport. Obviously, we've got varied playgrounds from the Himalayas to the north to the beaches in Goa, and each city will have its own flavor to cater to this massive market. So to summarize the vision, and hopefully this slide is quite important because it's going to help us guide our actions locally and at the national level.
Obviously, we have seen that with hard work and with all the forces, whether it's COVID or whatever that comes, we know that through small victories and us with the 3 strategies of people, planet and profit, we have the possibility to win. So that's mainly what this slide explains. And yeah, as a consequence, we should reach the trajectory that we have defined altogether for the country to boost 2022.